Hey,
How's everyone doing?
it's
Hello.
good, and you?
Pretty alright. I slept very long,
Mm, so did I. Actually,
Mm,
no, I didn't. Yes, I did.
off and on, but yeah, I didn't get out of bed until like 1:30,
mm-hmm.
Mm.
which is fine because I didn't really have anything to do. Um, before I moved, my bank sent me a bill for my credit card, and then
Oh,
like I wrote on the back of it, my updated address was moving to, and apparently they just didn't change it for somehow.
huh, that
Um,
happens, yeah.
and yeah, and I didn't get a bill
Mm-hmm.
for this month, so I had to go to the bank with my ID and get that straightened out.
Huh.
Which I mean, I get it wasn't really like a pain in the ass or anything. Like it took like I don't know five
Well, at
six
least
minutes.
you didn't get locked out of your house again.
Yeah.
That was the highlight of like 2 episodes ago.
I got locked out of my house actually last night.
Oh,
Wait,
What are the people with not losing their keys?
No,
what?
so we had like an entire bunch of keys, but none of them opened the doors.
What?
Why do you have that many keys?
Well, it was given to us when we moved into the house, but none of them worked. So we had
oh.
to call a locksmith, and it was like 10 o'clock at
Hmm.
night. Terrible.
Well, that locksmith probably made some overtime.
No, he was like working. He was like a contractor or something. So
Hmm. So
I don't
how
know,
long did it
but
take
he was
him to
So
open your
working.
door?
he was probably like, "Why did you wake me up at 10 at night?"
He was actually like 45 minutes away in a different town
Wow.
Jeez.
on another thing.
Hmm.
Oh, jeez.
Yes,
I think his
well,
locksmiths do have a pretty good, I guess, how should I phrase this? Repeating clientele, depending on the person.
oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm sure they have regulars. Mm.
Oh, oh, I wanted to go to the bike shop and get my bike fixed up, but my apparently my uncle, I'm gonna leave my bikes in the garage. My uncle just like came and locked the garage, and neither my cousin or I have a key to the garage,
Hmm.
so we need him to like give us a key, or like come and unlock it.
Okay, so everyone who's not looking at the loot channel, take a look at that. If you can open the task board website, do that. Otherwise, look at the. I'll just tell you what's there. And okay, the rest of the items are up for grabs now because it's been like 2 weeks, so we'll all claim it here and now, and then move on. What's left is a war drum, a musical instrument, the spirit sticker, the Fayflower pollen, the boar pendant, the skull on a spike. Oh wait, did somebody already claim that? Okay,
I
whatever.
don't know. I think I said like I kind of wanted it, but
Okay, the bottled ectoplasm and the beeble gum. Okay, so we'll start with the beeble gum. Who wants that?
What does that do?
Plus 10 HP and plus 1 AC for 1 minute, but cannot talk for 3 minutes, and consumable.
So not very good for any casters.
Yeah.
Hmm. Being a paladin, I mean, I guess I could take it,
Okay,
but
If you think about it, does Paladin Smite require vocal components? I blow a
okay,
bubble in
it's
your
too late.
face
You
and it
already
just
claimed it,
smites you with a
so
kakoom.
you have it now. So, do you see the description of the item?
I'm trying to find the thing. I don't see anything in the loot channel.
Okay, I think it's like pinned or something. What I'm gonna do is just copy paste the item description, and then you can copy paste that one because I have it
Oh, there it
open.
is.
Okay, so that one is
Hey, I'm a test
yours.
board now.
Now, after that, bottled ectoplasm. It costs 1 action to coat 1 weapon with ectoplasm. It gives you a plus 5 foot reach and can hit through cover and walls for 1 hour, and it's consumable.
That is so good.
Yeah, consumable means it's a one-use item. So even if it is
I know,
broken,
but
you can. Yeah,
I know it's still super good though.
it is. Yeah.
You can get more than one thing if the others don't want it.
That's fine. I mean, you
Okay,
could probably
sure. If
make
you want
more use
that,
of it than me.
then I'll add
So.
that to your inventory too. Let's see. Because it's been like 2 weeks, so if
can.
nobody wants to touch bottled ectoplasm, then yeah, take that. Okay, next, skull on a spike. The skull has silver teeth and becomes animated at night. It is a simple melee, light, finesse, piercing / bludgeoning weapon. So during the day, it is basically a dagger, and at night, it is a bludgeoning like skull that will chomp on people.
See, I would like to take that for the meme because
Okay.
the thing seems amazing.
Okay, so you
Yeah,
will
it's pretty
take
cool.
that, Kamak. And that's the
That
description.
wasn't Comic that was talking. That was
Oh,
somebody
that
else.
was
It's
not. Sorry. Okay.
nut.
I'm not the only one who made
Nut.
that mistake because I went back to edit the podcast and I saw that Terrence mistook Nut and Mega when Nut wasn't even at the session.
Oh, yeah.
I had to edit that out because it was just too
That's
confusing.
impressive.
Yeah.
Well, I actually was trying to talk to Nut, but Nut wasn't there. I talking to somebody who isn't present.
yeah. Okay, next is Boar Pendant, which is a fallen noble house symbol. It doesn't do anything, it's just a pendant.
I suppose I'll take the pendant then. If I
Okay.
can research anything about it.
Okay, so you can take that, and that may be relevant later or not. We'll see. Next is War Drum, which is a musical instrument.
Dibs.
Okay, you've taken that one. And
Dibs on the
See,
pedal.
you're going to walk the path of the bard.
okay, after this is a spirit sticker. So Joybook the Exorcist gave this spirit sticker to the party as like a freebie, but if you want to buy it from him later, it gets expensive. So here's the freebie spirit sticker. It has a 5 foot range. It makes one ghost tangible for 1 minute. So you know in those Japanese cartoons, there's like this sticker paper that you put on top of a ghost's face,
Oh,
like a
yeah,
seal.
yeah.
That's basically it.
Mm.
So if the CR of the ghost is 2 or more, then it must make a DC 15 con save, and you can only use the spirit sticker once. And it makes a ghost tangible for 1 minute, which means that it can be hit by piercing, bludgeoning, melee weapons, slashing, etc.
Just slap it on this ghost, start beating the shit out of him.
Yeah, and
Oh, yeah.
unarmed. Okay, so who's calling dibs on this one?
If no one else, I guess. Me, because I do have actual ghosts in my kingdom.
Okay, well, you've like, I think you claimed like 4 items already, so I'll give this one to Nut, who's only claimed
Alright.
like 3, I think. Okay, so Nut, you've got the spirit sticker,
Sure.
and
That's
next,
fine.
and the last one is the Feyflower Pollen, which is a plus
Now, that
1
one I
wisdom
definitely want.
modifier. Okay, you've gotten that one. Okay, then, there we go, and we're done sorting the items out. Wait, did Paws get any items? I don't remember. Oh well. When pumpkins get here, we'll ask, and then if she wants something, somebody be nice and give her something like that. Yeah. Anyways. Huh? I think I lost connection to the internet or something. Oh no, it's Table Plop that lost connection to the internet. Okay, Table Plop is back.
Yeah, because if you lost connection, we wouldn't be talking to you
Right. So it's not me. It Table Plop. I'm going to go to the Tabletop sub Discord server real fast and see if they're doing any updates or anything. If they are, we'll just do Theater of the Mind. I hope Pumpkins isn't asleep again, especially since we're in her kingdom and
We're
all
in
that.
her kingdom.
Can somebody like quick message her like in the general like where you at?
Should we go nutso spammo?
One is fine.
Oh wait, she's on.
Oh, there she is. She's on her phone.
Okay, that's the sign of the Google timer that says we are starting now. Okay, then while waiting for Pumpkins, we will begin in the Catnesta Kingdom. Last time, the party has discovered that there was union activity in the forest, but it seems that otherwise there are nobody currently in the forest, and the people who belong to the union seem to have disappeared.
Yeah, which is kind of creepy.
Hmm.
Yeah, there were quite a few wacky theories about that last time, but yeah, we'll see what theories you come up with today in your investigations.
Right, because we're trying to figure out where they were going, potentially who was riling them to unionize, which we heard was an old wizard. So let's see. We need to either gather more information or investigate the area to see where they could have gone or what their plans are, or find out somebody who is at all affiliated with them. So we talked to the mech shop, and did we talk to any other like local shopkeep? I think we did like a general goods store or another type of store.
Do believe we did stop by the man with the siege weapons area.
No, I'm pretty sure it was just the mech store. Because we landed and then we kind of, you know, wandered about for a little bit, and then we did the swimming. Then we went to the lighthouse, and then went to the mech store, and then we went to the forest.
You're all sure we didn't stop by there? I could have sworn we noticed like there was tracks that could have gone in that direction and we followed them.
Hmm.
Did someone join?
No, that
Trying to
was
get
just
Pumpkin in here.
me sending a ping out.
Because we do need Pumpkin if we are in her kingdom.
Yeah, or you could conduct the investigations in the meanwhile, and then once
just burn
he
her.
joins,
Just burn her country to the ground.
yeah, we can continue from there. Okay, so to the north of you again is the weapons workshop that makes siege weapons like catapults. To the left are some tents where people live, and you are currently in the forest, and you recently left the pet shop merchant who makes robo puppies and kittens, and the sentinel defenders.
Ah, yes, the mechanical abominations.
Yes. The abominations, as you call them, which are very which aren't very harmless to us, unless they were made to be that way. You just your person just views them as uh, words, abominations. That's what it was.
Now, Terrence, I do remember that I believe Patrick was interested in the wizard tower to the east.
Well, he suspected that was a, a bad location or something. Everybody was trying to explain it away.
Yes.
Um,
Yeah.
And I think a
Evil.
few characters were interested in the Colosseum in the middle too.
Yeah, I was a little bit interested in that.
Well, we could. Would the Coliseum have clues? It would just be a fun thing to pass the time and
But
bust some heads. Maybe if we get some renown in this place, we'll get some street cred.
street good.
I feel like that should be a given considering we're kings. And yeah.
Oh yeah, we are respected, but are we liked?
That's true.
either way, it does seem that the trail healer has run cold. Perhaps we should investigate in some other areas. Maybe something will pop up in the Colosseum.
All right. So
Alright, I nod and I say, "Yeah, I wanted to head out there anyway." Might as well go now.
Okay, as you head towards the Colosseum, you notice around the fields are a few of the wild animals who were supposed to be in the Colosseum grazing and roaming around it. Some of them look partly domesticated and wanting to go back to the Colosseum. Others are playing around in the grasses. A few of them have collars around their necks with broken chains around them.
Interesting.
What kind of
Uh,
beasts are they? Like, are they just big cats, or are they like rhinos and stuff?
You
Bigger
see a
cat.
mixture
um,
of a variety of creatures, some of which are like chimera types, like a few manticores, a few like you see one velociraptor. There's a mammoth. There's some creatures that look like slugs with legs, and others are kind of look like animals but make beeping sounds like and ticking sounds like the mechs that you heard at the cat Grabo's place.
as we spot this and start and are making our way towards it, Patrick is again going to start ritually casting Speak with Animals while we're on our way.
Okay. So
Hmm.
from this speak with animals, you hear a few conversations. There's conversations about how the hay in the Colosseum has run out, so they've left to eat grass. There's conversations about missing masters or wanting to run away or wanting to come back. There's conversations about Beast wanting to have rematches with strong warriors who they've either the bested or been bested by, and all sorts of the typical rigmarole you'd associate from competitive animals.
Well, it
excuse me.
seems that I would believe that our trail is still running a bit cold. It seems that the animals have certainly escaped from the Colosseum, and it seems that people at the staff are missing from it as well.
Okay, so
Hmm.
you are currently outside the Colosseum looking at the animals.
I took a look. I took a look around, and I say, "What is with this country
Okay.
and weird animals?"
Yes. Now, as you enter, go around the Colosseum to take a look, it seems that a couple of the big doors upon which animals can enter and exit, and other beasts and creatures are open, like wide open.
Hmm.
Hmm. So these creatures' masters have also probably gone off to unionize. We need to figure out where they're going.
Oh yeah, is everyone in the cat nesta like what's it called? Battle map.
Yeah.
Okay, so just move your
Uh,
tokens to the Colosseum for like
oh,
consistency's sake.
Yeah.
Okay.
Colosseum. Boop.
And the wingless bat that I carry in my hand.
Bless, bless,
Mm-hmm.
bless.
Yes.
Um,
Okay, so now that you've
since
moved,
you are
yeah.
um, could we glean any information from the animals, perhaps?
Okay, so as you look at some of the animals, it seems that one
Oh no, I was
of
saying this to Terrence.
oh, okay.
The information I've managed to overhear them speaking about is that the staff, their masters, he holds his hands up in quotation marks,
Hmm.
appear to be missing, along with some other drivel about rematches with others, and the hay is run out, so I can assume that the staff has been missing for some time.
Do you think they would be able to tell us perhaps a direction in which they went?
It is actually a wonderful idea. Patrick will attempt to speak with one of the closer animals.
Okay, so one of the manticores seems to be have been flying around the sky and swoops down near you to back into the Colosseum, and it's yawning, and it like eyes you at the side of its head.
Manticore.
Hmm.
Hello. Could you tell me about what is going on here?
Okay, so the manticore looks at you with droopy eyes and clears its throat, and then looks around and says, "Well, I do enjoy the air somewhat, but I had some problems finding my landing here because my chains seem to be missing."
Your chains are missing, making it hard for you to land?
Well, yes, because this is a floating, moving island, moving in a rotational circle around an invisible point. And the manticore looks at you and says, "Well, it would be very much like if a dog had a leash and the leash had suddenly disappeared after the dog went for a run and could not find its way back home. Now, I can easily see where the floating island is. The problem is, once you're in the air, the island moves without you, and if you're not careful, you'll just drop to the bottom."
Interesting, interesting. I didn't think the island was moving that quickly, though, that it would provide you that much interference.
Well, it's not that quickly. It's more like if you like. I enjoy flying from time to time, but I do like living here in the Colosseum a little bit more than in the wilds in my old back when I used to live in the Fey Forest when everyone was trying to hunt me all the time. But I digress. And he goes on to talk more about how there's like pressure points and shield bubbles, air currents, flow, rising temperatures, gaseous winds that make flying above the island a little bit more difficult than you'd expect.
Ah, yes, yes. But back to the task at hand. Could you tell me if you've seen anything strange? How long ago did the people here go missing?
Well, I am quite a heavy sleeper, but I do remember in the middle of the night having such a clatter, and then I felt my neck get a bit lighter, and when I woke up the next morning, my chain was gone, and it seems, oh yeah, my chain was gone too, and mine, and you'd hear a bunch of both robotic and organic beasts say the same thing to you as they pass on by, and then get distracted by some butterfly or a squirrel or another and go chasing after random stuff.
Hmm. So they were put to sleep and then released. Um, Terrence, ask him if he looked for his masters and if they left any tracks when they left.
Patrick will relay that information.
Look for masters and tracks. Hmm. That is a good question to say. And the manticore will look around and paw on the ground you'll and sniff about, but then he'll yawn and go back inside, and his tail sways from one side to the other like a slow pendulum of a grandfather clock.
Ah,
I'm willing to say that I do not believe the animals are going to be of much assistance.
because they have gotten quite lazy, I see.
While he's trying to talk to the animals, um, I will try to just walk right past them and go directly into the Coliseum.
Okay, now as you enter the Colosseum, there are, in fact, a few people there. There's, you see a couple of cat persons uh, having a morning stretch on the seats in the Colosseum as the noonday sun beats down on them. You see there is a few gladiators doing some sparring matches, and there's one beast tamer running around trying to get one of the animals to eat some of the muscle enhancing vegetables, but the animal is refusing to. And another tamer is trying to bathe what looks like a mammoth, but the mammoth is running away as well and trying not to get bathed. And it is a juvenile mammoth.
Well,
Uh-huh. So we have two options to choose from.
what for emergency meat supply?
No, to discuss where, where people are.
Hmm. I look around. I look at the cat people doing the stretches, and I say, "Good morning, citizens.
Good morning.
Can you tell me what has happened to this Coliseum?"
Yes. Let's see. So they are getting pretty lazy as well, but they will try to respond to you. Now I'm gonna make a dice roll to see how awake they are.
Everybody's too sleepy.
Okay, it's
Give
a
them bardic
7, which
inspiration.
isn't good, but in between the yawning and stretchings, you do manage to hear about how there seems that the upkeep isn't been really done in the Colosseum. For example, there are a few fur hairs and animal hairs on the ground in the sand that should have been swept up but have not. And there are what's it called? Yes, there are droppings at quite a few places, but nobody has cleaned that up either. And the sleeping cats are like just lounging around.
I say, I take it the place isn't usually this filthy, and it's more
Uh,
lively.
yeah, it should be. I mean, and one of the cat folks will like lick your thin webbed fingers and be all like, "Oh yes, there was supposed to be like a show today, but it seems that all the animals outside, it'll be hard to get them back in without any chains. But even if we had the chains, well, most of the beast tamers seem to have disappeared, so we don't know what to do."
As my finger gets licked, um, I step back a little bit, and I'm pretty grossed out by that. Um, but then I carry on, and I say, "You've had people disappear too."
The cat who licked your finger makes a comment about it being tasting like salt water and then curls up into a nap and starts like yawning and snoozing.
Mm,
Huh. I start
Now,
snapping my fingers in front of his
okay,
face, saying, "Hey,
okay. Now, as this starts to happen, every who is in the Colosseum at the moment? Is that everybody or just Zale?
I
I
think
think
it was me."
everybody.
Okay, so
Oh,
everybody make a con check. And Williams, you have
okay.
advantage on that because trunk.
On Constitution?
Yeah.
Alright.
What was that ability again? What did it give you? The
Oh,
trunk
the
one?
trunk gives me advantage for investigation, perception, and survival rolls.
Okay, it
For
doesn't
things
matter.
that
It's
involve.
just do it with advantage anyways.
Alright. 21.
Okay, so
What the?
we
Getting
see
serious.
that okay, Williams got a 21, Luck got a 6, and what about Zale? Okay,
Oh, I got an 8
Zale got an 8, yeah. And
Oh, apologies. I completely missed what we're rolling.
con
constitution.
check.
Con check.
Oh yeah, it was a check, but everyone rolled save. So
Oh,
just
Oh,
reduce your if you had a bonus to the save. Does anybody
oh
have
yeah.
a
I didn't have a.
Yeah. Reduce mine by 3 then. I only got an 18.
okay?
I don't have proficiency in Constitution save, so
Okay. So 18,
I got
6,
a 13.
13, and 8. Okay. So let's see. Williams and Kamak manage to not only stay awake, but notice that there is a sort of oniony, vinegary smell in the air. Meanwhile, Fortuna and Zale have the urge to curl up in a ball and sleep beside the cats, which you do. So you're currently sleeping. And what is the party members who are awake doing now?
Yep. Patrick's gonna be.
I just passed out.
This isn't the time for napping.
You just hear snoring from both of us.
Um, do I feel any like effects, or is it just like just a
You feel
sleep
sleepy
overcoming?
and you've fallen asleep. And I guess you're prone unless you want to sleep standing up. I mean, you're not a horse, so yeah.
Uh,
Just flop to the ground.
um,
I just
uh,
gotta look over at Kumba. Well, I think it had something to do with the smell in the air. Perhaps we should get them out of here.
Can I
uh,
nature check to maybe see if it's like an herbal smell going around?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Nature. Oh, that bugged out. That's an 18.
Okay.
I got an 18 for nature. Do I got any idea?
Okay. Well, your 18 for nature shows that there is. Let's see. When the animals and the beasts get too rowdy in the arena, there is something very similar to what beekeepers do to keep the bees docile while they are harvesting honey, which is a sleeping gas. And it seems the gas has leaked into the arena, causing the spectators who came to see the match to feel sleepy, and so has half of the party.
Boy.
Uh,
almost.
Terrence, let's find that beast tamer. I'm afraid their sleeping gas is leaking somewhere.
Well, while I'm passed out, can I be screaming and writhing in my sleep?
Sure. What are you screaming and writhing about?
Past experiences in my in my home country about terrible encounters with aquatic abominations that
Okay.
appear.
As you have terrible encounters with aquatic abominations and various, like the Devourer and whatever giant crabs and other strange eels and spiders of the deep, some of the cat tails gets into your face and you paw that away thinking that's a monster, but it's just a cat tail.
Mm.
Now, as this is all happening, uh, Kamak and Williams, it seems the gas is still having its effect on you, so you can both use your actions to roll con saves again.
Oh,
Okay,
11.
11. Okay, you're getting a bit woozy, but it's still fine. And Williams, are you doing it? Oh yeah, it's a check, not a save. Never mind. But Williams, you'll have an advantage because of the nose thing
all
I
right.
just made for this specific gas. And the
Oh, that's cool.
17.
17.
Okay, so you're about to fall asleep, but you wake up like an old man sleeping in his chair type of deal. And you realize that the gas has a constant effect because it is constantly in the air around you.
So it is con saves for the gas? Or con checks, sorry?
Checks. So come up if you don't have it's a check actually, but come up if you don't have any like bonus for saves, then it's the same thing.
Okay. Well, so far me and Terrence are the only ones still conscious, right?
Yeah, so
Yes.
far you've passed two of them, and you have like a few seconds to like do something before you have to make another check.
Well, to better resist the gas, I will cast Enhance Ability at third level
Oh,
to give me and Terrence Bear's Endurance,
Patrick,
so we have
yes.
advantage on con checks.
Okay, so you've given in Bear's endurance to give you advantage on con checks, and that's enough for you to not have to even bother rolling con checks anymore. So that's good for you, and I'll give you inspiration for that. Now, after this has happened, what is Patrick doing?
Patrick's gonna do his initial plan was he's gonna try to grab a hold of Zale's foot.
Yep.
Kumak, you grab the smaller one. And he's gonna try to drag Zale out of the arena.
Okay, so for that, if you are doing a straight drag,
How
Patrick and Kamak can both do strength checks.
I
Okay.
should be able to. I should be able to drag up to 600 pounds.
how does William react to
I'm
me
I'm
screaming and
just
writhing around in my sleep?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah. So how
oh,
does he react to Zale screaming and writhing in the sleep?
Patrick's making a mental note of the fact that Zale has night terrors.
Okay, so both of you roll strength checks, and we'll see how fast or you can drag them out because almost anyone can drag, but like this is about. Okay, so Williams has a 6, so he'll take a bit longer to drag out the struggling Zale, and Kamak easily drags out Luck, who is sleeping like a baby. And okay, so
very
Luck
peaceful
gets
life.
out first, and after no longer having exposure to the gas, wakes up. Meanwhile, Williams make another con check with advantage as you are dragging the struggling Zale out slower.
Oh, sweet, nat 20.
And that's a natural 20. So at this point, you've managed to stick your trunk in your mouth and you're just having a circular filter of clean air. And you've dragged Zale out, and once he is far away enough from the Colosseum, he wakes up with a shout. And what do you say as you do that?
Yeah, it went about as well as I expected. Once everyone started falling asleep,
What does Zale say as he wakes up from night terrors?
Mm. I look about frantically, and I say, Alina, where are you?
and who is Elena?
I I come to my senses a little, and I look at Williams, and I say, um, nobody. Don't worry about it.
Insight
Very
check,
well.
insight
You
check.
can have your foot back now, and Patrick will let go of his foot.
you forget your trunks in your mouth, so all you hear is "Woo, woo, 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 woo."
Yeah.
That's true.
Now, as you do drag the people away from the Colosseum, you notice that a pair of eyes are looking at you through this dark looking wizard chapel, and then a curtain is drawn over, and you hear doors shuttering and locks closing.
Ah,
I knew that place looked bad.
we got some peepers.
Bad is subjective. I'm sure once we get to know them, they're perfectly reasonable people.
Or if they
And
name
my
themselves that, it could be self-explanatory.
How much would you be willing to gamble on that?
Of course I
people
would.
don't normally go around spying.
I'm sure they're just spooked because we're foreigners.
Why don't we go say hello?
Yes, of course.
All right.
Let's go introduce ourselves to the people who are subjectively bad.
I mean,
Very well. I have no problem introducing myself to someone new.
And getting acquainted.
I absolutely must compliment them on their artistic
Architecture.
choices. Yeah.
Artistic choices.
So which way is that chapel?
It is
Uh,
to
North?
the east.
like this way.
Yeah, right there.
Ah. Let's come up.
Assuming I don't trip and fall and die falling off that mountain.
Okay.
Hmm.
As you
With the stairs,
arrive
please.
at the darkened chapel, you notice that, like most of the buildings here, there's some sort of steampunk aesthetics to the outside. And inside in the front of the chapel, you hear what sounds like a lot of footsteps, perhaps of multiple people, perhaps of one person. And the door is barred shut with what seems like a lot of mechanisms of locks.
Patrick, do you know the knock knock joke?
Uh, oh no. Do you have a good one?
Oh, this is one of my favorite jokes.
I was asking if you had the appropriate arcane solution for the butt of the
Yeah,
joke.
yeah, the spell knock.
Unfortunately, I do not.
Oh. Hmm.
Mm. I look at the front door
There is a limitation to my spell book at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
and then I just knock on the front door.
You
It's
hear
just to be like
from the
that.
other side a bunch of panic gasp and then what sounds like weirdly legal language about how the rights of the person and the door and do you have a warrant and all sorts of things that don't
Oh,
really make sense in a medieval setting. That's confusing and weird.
Hmm.
I think we found what we're looking for.
Wait, can I make a deception check? I kind of play along
Okay.
and go, uh, yeah, we totally have required documents.
Okay. Then
Just gonna
the
make his
person
way up behind you, lean over and be like, "What do you do when they open the door?"
what happens next is that what seems like a telescope comes out from the top of the chapel, and an eye blinks out of the telescope and looks at you and asks, documents? Where documents?
Uh, all right, I have I pull out a scroll of pedigree.
A scroll of pedigree. Okay. And what does the scroll of pedigree say?
Uh, some mumbo jumbo about that Luck has just drawn out and scribbled all over.
Some
Is it
legal
even
mumbo
in a
jumbo.
is it even
Okay,
in a language
roll a
that Catnastians
deception.
understand?
Roll a deception for that. I want to see how good your scribbling is.
Oh no, 14.
A 14. Okay. The person inside, or people inside, you're not sure because it sounds like there's a conversation in there, but all the voices sound very similar. And it sounds like the whatever is inside is confused about whether this is a real document or forgery.
What little like words can be seen are all in celestial and elvish.
Huh. While we're waiting for the door to open, um, can I investigate to see if there's like a secret opening?
Okay, go ahead, roll investigation.
My shield gives me +2.
Oh yes, the Sentinel Shield. I totally forgot. So I allowed all the
Holy crap.
players to have an uncommon item at the start of the game. But so far, I think only who hasn't like chosen an item yet. I know Luck got that cloak with all the things, and
I didn't. I didn't pick one yet either.
okay, Kamak, so you choose
And
something later.
Hmm.
this is the first time I'm using the shield of the Sentinel shield, and I think it's already fair enough. I rolled a nat 20.
Oh, very nice. Yes. So for this natural 20, you notice at the back, it seems that there is what looks like an even more arcane and complicated lock gate than the front. However, as you touch it, the door just swings open. It seems whoever was inside just forgot to lock it.
I say, there ain't no door I can't open.
So,
You can't keep me out. And then, well,
would you consider this trespassing?
Well, we
well,
did announce
well,
ourselves.
well, no, because clearly they want us inside.
You haven't opened the front door yet.
Oh, they're just being coy about it. They definitely want us inside. They're just giving us some hassle.
As the people or person inside pokes a head out and hears your conversation about whether you should enter or exit, and you see what this thing looks like for a brief moment before it disappears and seems to run deeper into the little dark chapel.
Okay.
I entered the door that is wide open.
As you enter the door, you notice that there are a bunch of pamphlets everywhere. There are pictures on the walls of the house that looks like a warforge and a cat person and their warforge cat person children in the picture. There's pictures of the warforge with a bunch of what looks like working class stiffs, mechanics, island floater repairs, and coliseum docks, and pictures of various sky fishing activities. Oh yes, and there's a picture of one guy getting caught in the river laundromat cycle and other people laughing at him. And the person inside that got caught is a cactus person.
He must have been quite debarbed afterwards.
And
Hmm.
you're in the
I'm
kitchen currently.
all right. I'm most interested in the picture of the cactus person.
Oh, okay. So as you look at the cactus person, yeah, you feel a little bit of sympathy because it is the same thing that Zale went through last session, getting caught in the laundromat cycle of the fake river on the island.
Hmm. All right. I I
Now, as you
investigate.
are looking at that, the person from before comes up to you suddenly and says, "Why, hello, yes, I am the priest of this here chapel, and how may I help you, dear sir?"
Oh, you're a priest. You're a
Yes,
holy
and
man.
she looks stiff as a board, eyes deer in headlight, holding what seems to be a holy book in her hands.
Why? I happen to be a man of faith myself. I'm a paladin.
Now, they'll roll an insight.
All right.
Okay.
That's a 12.
Yes. Well, currently, from everything you see here, you do notice that of the priest, she looks like there is a little bit of a chip in the left horn that may have been repaired with what seems to be a prosthesis instead of like an organic material. And you can see there's a difference in the two different materials between natural horn and a prosthesis
Hmm.
in one of the two horns.
All right. I ask her about that and I say, "What happened to your horns?"
Oh yes, yes, these. Right. When I was a child, these are personal questions. I don't want to answer it. It's so embarrassing. Yeah.
Oh, was it um
Um,
what was it a result of puberty?
Well, no, not anything like that.
yeah,
It's more like
his luck.
well, like the type of falling from the eagles, attacked my back when I used to live in one of the villages on the ground in the green belt around the radiation zone where the island floats above. In that green belt, there was a farming village, and one day we were attacked by eagles, and I was carried by an eagle, but my poppy wrenched me out of there, and then I fell to the ground and broke the horn. There, now you know my shame. Are you happy, Mister? Who are you exactly?
I am Zale, Kingdom of the Waters of Persona.
Ah, yeah, yes, that's quite far away from here. I don't know why you're here, but I hope you leave soon. Yeah, stay and be happy. Yes, tea.
I do not like tea. No, thank you.
Oh, he doesn't like tea. What do I do? Yes, yes. Okay, then maybe you enjoy chewing the sofa like me, and then she will bend down and start chewing the sofa.
I kind of. Okay. This is my character has never really seen a sofa before, so he thinks it's kind of weird. But I get
Sofa
down,
chewing.
I get down on the ground, and I start chewing the sofa.
Okay. Well, as you chew the sofa, you notice that the taste of the
Oh,
sofa
and
seems to be like maybe some form of quilt and patterns at the top. And then inside the sofa seems to be a bit more fluffy, like there's some straw, some mix of straw and feathers. And
damn, this
then
is a
your
pretty
teeth
tasty
hit
sofa.
something in the middle there that feels like cardboard.
I stop chewing the sofa, and I say, "Is this a common pastime amongst your people?"
Hmm. Hmm. And as you look up with weirdly bizarreness, it seems that while you were chewing the sofa, the priest had disappeared.
Oh,
What?
Now, you don't know anything about sofas, but is there anybody in the party who knows anything about sofas? And do you see any of this?
Uh, I'd say that luck probably knows plenty,
Okay.
considering that a sofa is a very comfortable place to be lazy on.
Yes. Now, as you look at the sofa, you perceive that the cardboard inside the sofa seems to be made like white cardboard instead of, say, brownish cardboard. And there looks like there are letters on the cardboard.
huh.
I
Uh,
guess we
I
can
shall.
try and read it.
Yeah, I shall investigate this. So I'll try and see
Okay,
if I can
so
read
Take
it.
the
as
cardboard out
you
of the sofa.
tear apart the rest of the sofa and pull out the cardboard,
Yeah.
it seems that there is a bunch of signs here. and these are Union signs.
Huh.
They say various things like uh, we should like get this benefit and that, or things like there's one sign asking for guard rails to be constructed around the island. There's another sign asking for like more days off, and others that's just like we support the king, but we're only fighting against merchants sign, and other things like that.
Hmm. Portal Paws. What have you been doing to your people?
Ah. Yes, well, the
Yeah.
sooner Paws
Mm.
joins the session, the sooner he can explain himself, and then we can all get back to dungeoneering stuffs. But until that, it's just a big mystery.
To have your people so disgruntled. What kind of leader are you truly?
Oh yes, and the
We're
last
just
sign
here.
seems to be
So
a sign that says you annual protests year 1243, and on the other side is the same thing, but it says 1422. So it's like they reused the same sign for like 2 years in a row.
Hmm. Uh, I look around to try and see if I can find where the priest went.
Okay. So as you poke your head out of one of the windows, you see the priest galloping on all fours and going into the cave to the south of you.
cave
Hmm.
south of here. That's where they went.
Oh,
Now I will be
Okay.
back in a minute.
Okay.
oh.
I was heavily intent on summoning a pack of wolves to track her down.
I have mastiffs in my cloak.
Actually, yeah, I wonder if any of you
Summon a
guys.
dog. Yes.
Yeah, I wonder if any of you guys can see her leaving.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, shouldn't we also notice?
Probably. Right.
Well, yeah, she's outside. You wouldn't have seen her because she was inside, but now that she's outside, maybe.
Yeah, like maybe saw her leave. I don't know.
Oh man, I should have been like
I have
a
returned.
halfling or something again. Oh, welcome back.
And what has the
Huh.
party decided to do?
We could
Well, cool.
use dogs to track her down,
Well, we
or at
saw her
least
run
keep
into the
track
cave,
of.
so
Yeah, but you know, we never know what's inside the cave. Could be a maze.
mm, anybody have did I keep my familiar? I can't remember. Let me double check.
What are you checking?
I was checking if I kept find familiar on this copy. I did not.
Which familiar was that?
It was the cat, but I didn't put it on this copy of Kumuk.
Oh yes, the cat familiar.
Mm.
Well, you can just describe the cat familiar and tell us what
Oh no,
the
I
cat
didn't. I
is
didn't
doing.
take the feet. I took a
Oh,
different feet.
okay.
That's what I was checking.
I don't remember if the druid optional optional whatchamacallits gives you a familiar or not.
Oh no, I was trying to recall if I took Magic Initiate again for this version of Kumo Clay, but not.
Oh,
I took a straight stat increase because my wisdom was garbage.
okay.
Oh,
Yes,
So
well,
with the priest, galloping outside, is the party? Are the others able to see her?
Um, yes, you can see her, and as she does gallop, she does gallop past one of the cats walking in the forest, who goes whoa and like falls on his behind as she gallops past him and goes into the cave.
Who was that?
no.
I'm Zale is fairly bewildered, but he kind of just shrugs it off and looks around in the kitchen.
Okay, well, there isn't anything new in the kitchen beyond what you've seen previously.
Oh, I'm looking for food.
Oh, food. Okay, then you look at what seems to be the fridge and you open it up, but inside it turns out there is a big wooden barrel full of salted fish, and it seems the fridge is just a mock fridge that is fake, but inside is a salted barrel of salted fish where the salt piles up high.
Much salt.
I say, those bastards. It's just salted fish.
There is also in the cabinet various degrees of motor oil and a few batteries.
I think to myself, now why would this be in a kitchen? Something real strange is afoot. Hmm.
And
And
is it,
then,
yeah.
uh, that what else is in there?
There was the pictures you saw earlier of the Warforge husband and the cat person wife and their half children, and the Warforge and his working buddies.
Hmm. Um, hmm. Seeing no actual food except very salty fish, I
Well, fish is food. You gotta be
um
able to like it.
I leave the kitchen and I move on into the castle.
Okay. Well, as you continue moving on, you see that there's a bunch of pews and there are gear decorations on the walls. It seems to be some sort of machine religion, and there it's only as you go upstairs, there's a bit of a balcony, but not much else. And downstairs in the basement is a bunch of storage, and that seems to be pointless knickknacks.
Hmm.
Seems like this was a staging area for their meetings.
Hmm. I try to find my way towards the front door.
Okay, so you exit the front door, and it
You
looks.
exit the front door. There's Patrick outside waving at you. Oh, you're back.
Yes, I found a secret entrance in the back.
Yes,
It was
yes. The one I didn't want to trespass through.
So, what have you learned about the potentially crazy priest or person?
well, I met a horned female, and she said she was a priest. She was rather nervous and anxious, to the point she started chewing on what she called a sofa.
What a waste of good sofa.
I saw a holy book in her hand of what god I do not know.
Mm.
I started asking questions and she ran off.
Do you think it's possible that she was on edge or putting up an act in order to fool you?
Wow. I don't think she was trying to fool me, but she did seem very on edge.
Are you sure? Because if one is staging a union or a revolution against the country, wouldn't they do their best to, you know, stay hidden or not be interrogated?
Let's not jump to conclusions here.
I'm just making inferences based on how she seemed to vanish and immediately run off in that direction as soon as you entered the building.
Well, I don't know. Maybe she had a meeting to go to.
Right after chewing a sofa?
Well, this seems quite interesting, so maybe we should follow her and see if we could find
Okay,
anything else.
now as the party follows the goat person down the mountain into the cliffside, you peer into the hole just in time to see that there is a portal at the far end of the cliff that the goat lady jumps through, and then you hear a brashing sound as the goat lady destroys the portal on the other side. The last view you see is that it is raining on the other side of the portal, and then it closes, and the machine is destroyed.
Oh,
Now,
well
while
then.
you're in the cavern, there are a bunch of blueprints here. The floor is surprisingly has like metal, like it is a metal floor. There's metal shavings everywhere. There is a lot of blueprints about a structure for building a floating building that can leave the island and then return to it.
Hmm.
There seems to be a bunch of papers on the ground about and crumpled papers and blueprints for what is floating building version 2 with floating building version 1 papers strewn in a pile on the ground.
I say, ah, she must have been part of. She must have been part of the board of engineers developing a new floating city.
Or they're trying to leave the city, perhaps.
Yeah, if they were part of the engineers, wouldn't they be in a place other than this random cavern?
And what does Patrick think about that?
I don't think Patrick's in the caverns.
Oh, okay. So you're like outside or still at the churro?
Patrick followed, but slowly.
Okay. So as you're following slowly, the this fellow looks at you and waves, and he starts approaching you.
Oh, who are you?
Hello, my good man. Few of your compatriots have brushed past me and ran all the way to that cavern. Not sure why they did that.
They were chasing something. I'm not quite certain exactly what it was, but I wasn't feeling of straining myself today.
Yes. I saw. I believe that is one of the traders, the goat trader person who they were trading. She sells knickknacks at the market at least once a month or so. I'm surprised she's still here. I thought she left on the last airship. I'm
Oh,
Damien, by the way.
interesting.
I'm a
Pleasure to
wizard.
meet you, Mr. Damon. Damien, I am Patrick Williams. I too am a scholar in the arcane arts.
Yes, yes, I could tell. You can't get wrinkles like that unless you obsess over the mysteries of magic. And he bends down and shows you his forehead wrinkles that go all the way to the bottom, up his head, and to the bottom of his neck.
Oh,
Oh, you've been studying hard lately.
Wrinkleception.
Well, yes, yes. It is a little hard to be a magical person in this land where people use magic but call it under a different name, like science. But I do believe it is essential, as I am hoping to one day purify the land below that is currently irradiated. And I think magic has a far better chance to do that than, say, nature druid craft or artificer mechanics.
Oh, but of course, all things are possible with magic.
Yes, quite. Would you like to go into my house in the forest? I've just finished lunch, but I still have a few cupcakes left over.
Yes, but would you have room for my compatriots? I cannot simply leave them behind.
I have chairs I can put outside. It's kind of a small house. I usually spend most of my time practicing in the forest. Come, come. So he'll
Oh,
just go around
oh.
here, which is where his house is, and
Did Kumuk follow Luck and Zale?
Well, he did see someone running off and felt he should at least figure out where they're going because, he'll probably be tied into the disappearing workers.
with a wave of his hand, you see from the distance that the trees part and his house reveals itself.
Patrick will be sending his familiar off to I don't know. If they're outside of 100 feet, I guess just a tiny barn owl that you've seen with Patrick before, just kind of flutters in, squawks at you guys, and then flutters back out.
I believe that is a signal to follow. Well, unless we have any ideas on where she could have went through the wrecked portal. We're we'll have to convene and put together our findings.
Yeah, is there anything you want to do before you leave the cave?
Um,
um, I will investigate further.
Okay. Well, as you investigate further, you manage to find what looks like a series of written instructions pinned on the wall. It looks like a letter from the boss engineer to his employees saying, "You messed up the first building. We could lose funding. People could get hurt, etc., etc. And now you have to work overtime to make the second building in time." And then there is just a big "NO" written over the note.
Huh.
really? Are they pissed about working overtime because they fucked up a building? If you fuck up construction and then get all pissy about it, yeah, people are gonna be mad.
Man, I say, it seems this country has subpar engineers.
Which is kind of ironic considering that they are a city floating in the sky made by engineers. Do you think that'll be a requisite for citizenship?
It would seem Not all engineers are equally skilled here.
Fair.
I look at the place that the portal was opened up and is now currently disappeared.
Yep.
Um,
All
I
right.
cast detect magic.
Okay.
Oh,
Well,
what's
it
happening?
seems like it is a portal that uses a dimension door as a ritual. And it seems that the portal leads to the Sorrow Kingdom, which is to the
Those
south.
fuckers again.
Well, yeah, again, but they didn't do anything the first time.
Hmm. Huh. I tell, um, I tell Luck what I have discovered about the portal.
Okay.
Hmm.
And then I say,
So we
that
got where they're
was,
going. So we can infer who is inciting the unionization of these workers.
I like it, you're kind of confused, and I say, can we?
Well, if they're getting all their help from the um, Sorrow Kingdom, we can probably guess they're trying to lower the workforce of Catnastia by drawing away most of its engineers so it falls into disrepair with no people to repair and or upgrade it, or perhaps to take the technology for themselves.
That sounds rather insidious. Surely that can't be the case.
I'm just throwing out hypotheticals should that indeed be the case. They may be helping Catnastia's citizens under a different idea, but if that indeed proves to be the case, I will be happy to say I told you so.
Hmm. Maybe this Sorrow Kingdom is helping the citizens of Catanestia plan a surprise birthday party for Puddle Paws.
Mm.
That is an extremely optimistic point of view, my friend. But if they would be doing it with such secrecy, they would not let their jobs fall into disrepair. You'd think if they would want to throw a surprise party, they would still do their jobs and, be able to keep a surprise. But if everybody's abandoned their jobs, it only calls attention and will ruin the surprise.
Not necessarily. The disappearances are misdirection.
The misdirection is letting the kingdom fall into disrepair.
I mean, they can always fix it later, right?
Not if it falls into such disrepair that the city falls out of the sky.
Then
Because
from that we can infer.
as soon as internal structure starts breaking down, it could go wrong very fast if infrastructure fails.
Then from that we can infer that Puddle Paw's birthday is quite soon because they wouldn't.
Meanwhile, what is Kamuk and Luck and Zale are all in the cave? Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I was just checking because I know Luck had to do something for the sister or something like that.
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay. Meanwhile, Patrick, it seems that the rest of the party is taking their time in the cave. What are you doing in the meanwhile?
Patrick's gonna have to wait for him. He's gonna hold his arms over across his belly. He's just gonna kind of like tap his big foot for a bit.
Whistling to himself, checking his watch.
I assume by this point the owls managed to come back, so it could tell them that it fluttered in and saw them and whatnot. Well, are they coming? Check on them. He'll send the owl back out. The owl swoops in, squawking at everybody again.
I look at it and I say, "What is it? What do you want?"
Owl
Clearly,
should
he's
attempt to land on Zale's head. Who said that? Was that Zale who said that?
Yeah.
The owl's gonna attempt to land on Zale's head. Attempt to grab any kind of fin or whatever it is up there it can, and then like tug on him as it flies towards the exit.
All right. Uh, and I irritably chase after the owl. Be like, "Hey, hey, that doesn't come off." And then
Okay.
I run out of the cave, and I catch up to the owl and Patrick.
About time someone made it back. Oh, did you see where the goat person ran off to?
Yeah. Well, yes, but that's not important right now. What's important is, why did your owl attack me?
Oh, I simply instructed it to see if it could find all of you and get you to follow. I found a individual named Damien. He is also a practitioner of the arcane arts. Might have information for us.
Huh. I cross my arms and ask, what kind of information?
Oh, I
Information.
wonder what you want to know. Ask away, my good man.
Oh, Damien came back.
Yes, he was came back and he's holding a tray of cupcakes and he hands them out.
Wonderful to see you again, Damien. Uh, Regarding what's the current ongoings, it seems that the professor has gone missing, as well as a large number now of other people.
Missing, you say? Huh. Yes, we have been having situations like that. I myself stay out of all this political business. I just keep to myself in the forest. The only things I've seen are the activities between this cave and the towers to the east, which are these things over here. The furnace towers.
And what sorts of activities have you been witnessing?
Nut, can you mute the mic for yourself, please? Thank you. The
Oh,
activities.
it's not me.
Oh, it's not. Okay, I guess it's objections, Mike. The activities going on here is that there are quite a bunch of traffic, carts and animals moving from the furnaces to heat things up into the towers to the tower furnaces to heat things up into the caves to craft and to design them. Hello.
Hello.
Okay. Now, I've
So,
temporarily muted objection because it seems there's a different conversation, but I'll unmute you in like 2 minutes or something when that's over. Now, after hearing about the travels from the furnace towers to the mechanic's cave, what does the party think about that?
hmm, has there? You said you've been keeping track of the events. Has anything changed? Like a routine has altered in any way?
Routine. Well, not really for me. Oh, yes, there was a bit of a hubbub I heard chanting from the cave about hearing that a Union Buster had arrived on the island. That was quite the gossip. I myself was accused of that, but I assure you I keep out of all of it. I just stick to my research. But yes, that was what I've heard from the cave, and then the disappearances I've heard from here and there did start a while.
Union Buster. That's we were mistaken to be. Or what the worried party views us as,
Hmm.
perhaps.
Now it is a 5:20 at the moment, so we will be taking our break,
Mm-hmm.
and we will reconvene in 20 minutes. And in during this time, the party can decide what you want to do, with the expectation that Paws' player Pumpkins may not attend this session for whatever reason. Decide what you want to do, what you want to explore, and yeah, what you want to ask the cat guy when we reconvene. And I'll be out for a bit, and I'll return in like 5 minutes.
Okay.
Oh yeah, my cousin came in and was telling me about some. So what's going on?
So let's
He's
see.
currently on the break right now.
Yeah, yeah, I heard that. But what's going on before that?
Information wise, um, it looks like the unionizing citizens viewed us as union busters, I believe, when we arrived. That's why I guess they're avoiding making contact with us. And with that in mind, that's why that lady probably bolted.
Hmm.
So, what I'm trying to figure out is why they are viewing us as union busters. We just came to, do talks at Pedal Paws Country. This might be the reason as to why they called us here.
Hmm.
Because of his disappearing citizens. I'm just trying to figure out why Pedopause has not taken action with his missing citizens, deserting.
Yeah, that is kind of strange.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Anyone know what's up with that frog token on the battle map?
Frog, that's a good question. One I am unsure of.
Because I don't remember seeing it before, and it's been here like the whole session.
What was your question again? Sorry, my brain blanked.
No, it was just I was gonna notice that there was a frog token on the map, and I'm like, what the? Where'd that come from?
Oh, that. Where is it on the map?
Ooh, let me see. It's currently like right where kind of everybody is. Like it's right next to luck.
Ah,
Yeah.
could that perhaps be a, I don't know, familiar? Or just something that started following him?
Hey. So while we're having the break in real life, the characters are talking to the cat wizard, and from there you'll learn like a bunch of stuff about the various habits of the cat wizard and pointless minutai and the like schedules he sees when he does his morning calisthenics, and he sees the building workers going from one place to another. And from all of that, you do hear what's it called? The dismantling of building 1 that was supposed to happen and brought to the furnace, but then it was taken away and never burned. The flying building 1. So I'll just repeat this once everyone gets back, but for the people who are here, you've heard this.
All right.
Hmm.
And DM, what's what's going on with that frog token?
Which one?
Yeah, there's like a little white frog token next to luck.
That's the bat. The wingless bat.
Oh,
Oh, oh,
Like, just zoom in.
It's my pet wingless bat.
oh yeah. How about that? Huh. So
so
you're
I
just
guess
like
we solved that case.
the
Yeah.
mystery of the frog. Um, huh, so you just like carry it around in your pocket?
Yeah, something like that.
He hurls it at his enemies.
It's kind of just there. Kind of just got it because why not?
Okay, so we need to.
Did you give him a name?
Oh, no, not yet.
Hmm. If I had cast Detect Good and Evil, I would do it on your bat.
Oh. Well, you know, a bat like that wouldn't be able to survive on its own in a cave with all the winged bats and, like, cave predators. So, it was a good idea to, like, take it as a pet.
Yeah.
That's why it's loot. It's a curiosity and a pet.
What if it's secretly hyper intelligent and chaotic evil?
Oh, no.
But he's a cute little thing.
The little flubbers. Flubba wub wub. Ooh ha.
Oh, I just realized that that bigger tower to like our immediate right kind of looks like the Eye of Sauron.
It does.
Who knows? There may be an important plot point. I cannot English today. No comment.
Perhaps.
And you know, I've actually never seen any of the Lord of the Rings movies. I've seen the Hobbit trilogy, and that's it.
For some reason, my brain just imagines like the Eye of Sauron, like, give me some eye drops.
Honestly, yeah.
Like him just looking around, it's like, get me eye drops. I don't know.
We haven't invented those yet.
Find me the freshest human with the most saline blood. Or that one Family Guy, like, where's my contact? Nowhere to move. Where is it? It's a huge medieval contact. It's just a big bowl of glass.
Yeah, pretty much.
Ah, my brain's sense of humor is at a record low today.
Oh, you ever heard I forget his name, but there was this I think just the heck is it?
Some feedback, perhaps.
Okay, keep talking.
Talk.
Hold up.
I think it's better. Just keep telling the story you meant to like say.
Please continue your arousing description of whatever it was.
Hmm.
Indeed.
Well, whatever it is, it doesn't seem to be reappearing, so we're just meh.
Uh, yeah, I'll say.
Yeah, there was voice tech issues on objection side. Okay, I just have you type it.
But, but yeah, there was in like medieval Europe. I think there was this like German
Mm-hmm.
mercenary leader. Uh, he had gotten like his hand blown off or something. Not even like his hand, like his whole arm or something. And he went to a blacksmith, and he got like a medieval prosthetic arm. They could hold stuff with it too. Like he could shoot guns and stuff. It was awesome.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Sure, if they ever made like medieval era prosthetics, they'd probably just chop the guy's arm off and not care. But with the level of technology, it might have been possible, but probably not.
It's more than a little disturbing
What?
that the citizens of Caniston want to have a revolution.
I know, like just straight to revolution. They don't even try petitions. They just go straight to that.
Okay, but why do you think they want a revolution?
Probably, depending on their working conditions, it could be assumed it says something like that. I'm just trying to figure out like
Okay.
the word. If it's really Puddle Paws doing that, or if it's middle management that's fucking everything up.
It could be. Who knows? It'd be funny if it was like if it was like Puddle Paw's steward that was the one fucking everything up.
No.
It's always a possibility.
Hmm. And now only know that they have portals to other places here, so maybe they have more than one. Because this was destroyed, like they'd have to have another one laying around to get back here.
Mm-hmm. So we need to figure out where those other portals could be, or if they're all going to the Sorrow Kingdom, or if it's just the one kingdom. Or another kingdom, sorry.
Oh yeah, so I should might as well tell you this now, but I've been discussing with Nut about what the session after the Canesta session is going to be, and we've come up with a going down the mountain to mine for Mithril and clear the way, like clear a route so other people can go down and mine, like clear the monsters down there.
Ooh, nice.
So, objection if you want to get like mithril armor, there's your chance.
Yeah.
Because that's one of my plans, you know.
You gotta love that no disadvantage on stealth.
Yeah, so for that, decide what like supplies you're going to bring down there because like it's a long trip. Like it's not going to be that long in session, but as like
Well,
hours of walking down and climbing down, this is going to consume some resources into
I
the
do have
unknown.
my I have my cloak
And we're gonna role play
of
every
stuff.
single second of walking down that mountain.
No, it's not down the mountain. It's down inside the mountain to, how there's
Fine.
a ground level, like you're walking in the field. Yeah, so the mountain roots go down deeper than like the sea level.
Mm.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is plant growth, vines, and trampoline shrooms.
Okay, if you want to prep something like that, just run it by the the crafting channel, the crafting and
Surely he
shopping
doesn't
channel, and
mind a whole
I'll
bunch
take a
of
look at
vines
that.
and trampoline shrooms in a mine shaft.
Right, because what I'm thinking of is because you're going down there, the Baldland will put in some of the Treasury Kingdom's funds as an investment so that you can get, like, started at clearing a route so you can, like, have access to more mining levels. And currently there are checkpoints, so you go down. Baldland is at the top, the city, and then you go down the mountain to the bottom, and that's base camp 1 at like the foot of the mountain, and then you go like deep down underground, and it's like habitable. There's like a museum down there. That's advanced base camp 2, and then you keep going down. It gets wilderness to base camp 3, and your aim would be to establish base camp 4 in the unknown, subterranean, spooky world of darkness.
Spooky world of darkness,
Yes,
spookiness.
and base camp 4 would be access to the mithril portion of the mines, where the mages have deduced that there is mithril down there.
Yeah, just use locate object, mithril vein.
Yeah.
It just has to be within a certain radius.
Remind me again
That's
who
why
in
you
the
gotta, that's
party.
why you gotta love having like an internal compass. Like, find me my car keys.
Yeah. Who in the party doesn't have dark vision?
Uh,
I
who doesn't have
technically
dark
only
vision?
have dark vision by an extension via my owl.
Okay.
No.
I think what I'm just gonna do to make it easier is that as part of your supplies, everyone who doesn't have natural dark vision gets dark vision goggles.
Hmm. Maybe that's like one of the things in Bardland. All the miners that aren't dwarves or something.
You mean all the miners who aren't dwarves get dark vision
Yeah,
goggles? Yeah. So just like standard dark vision goggles, I'll just add that to
it's like
crafting.
60, just like 30 or 60 feet.
Or if they wanted to, I could devise some plants that give temporary animal night vision. That could be something to research. Like you just bite into a shroom and then you have cat eyes.
Yeah, because that makes it a lot easier to know who sees what, especially on a tabletop surface instead of theater of the mind, where half the party has dark vision, the other half doesn't. Okay, and it looks like we are resuming the time. And we have resumed. So, in case anybody is not here, I will send out a general message saying we are resuming. Okay, there we go. Oh, did somebody roll a deception check while I was gone?
For what?
It says luck. Oh wait, that deception check was something else. I don't
Yeah.
remember. Anyway, so as I said before, Damien tells you about how there were one building that was supposed to be a flying building, which is a brand new technology, but there were problems with it and it was supposed to be scrapped, and then building 2 was supposed to be made. Now building 2 got made, but building 1 went to the furnace and then disappeared without ever being melted down for spare parts. And he
I
points
asked him.
to the west side of the island and says, "Well, building 2 is there."
Okay. So
You have a floating island. Why
Yeah.
would a floating building be a prototype? Wouldn't it be following the same functions as the island itself, just on a much smaller scale?
Well, you see, there comes the word smaller scale. Of course, the older technologies are bigger, but as we refine it, they should be getting smaller and smaller.
Per- perhaps, but I would have thought that the process would have started with floating buildings and worked its way up to an island.
You would think that, yes, but it's actually a little bit of the opposite. Like, for example, and as he's talking, there's like floating ships flying in the air around you, and he points to one of them and he says, "These floating ships can like fly around and stuff, but they cannot like hover in place or like stay in the sky for a while without requiring a constant supply of fuel, and that does drain resources." And he points down to the to off the cliff and says, "Well, if you took a look down there, you'd see the radiation zone that the island is no small part responsible for. And we hope that by having these flying buildings, it might be better for the environment as well."
So the hopeful future endeavor is to eliminate the island itself.
Well, not entirely. It's more like if we are to keep constructing buildings on the island, it will eventually sink back down to the land. And so we are trying to get some of our buildings mobile, but that is getting a more harder task to get
It's a
because
project that has
as
yet
you
to
see, the
really.
island continuously goes around in orbit and must move. But the building here we are building is something that can just stand in place and not have to move, like the island and the ships.
Hmm. Or perhaps another train of thought could be attempting to find a way to eliminate the pollution that you are causing while the island moves.
Yes, that as well.
I asked him why Building 1 was supposed to be scrapped.
I'm not sure why exactly. I just know that it was moved with great protest to the furnaces, left there overnight, and then disappeared when I went in the morning to do my jog around the forest.
Do you have an idea where it could have gone?
Hmm. Well, if it wasn't scrapped, maybe some lazy workers just threw it off the island. It could be at the bottom of the radiation zone by now. Not like I care.
Hmm. You don't care. Someone might recover it and steal technology.
Oh, yeah. Somebody might do that if they were to brave the radiated zone, but that isn't really my problem. I concern myself with my studies and the business I could do for the professor with any security things and rating of magical stuff, but not so much the mechanics. That's up to the big folks like you.
Hmm.
Of course.
So, an entire building is missing, and no one knows where it is.
I'd assume it would just be at the bottom of the ravine, but when you speak for it like that, yeah, it does sound suspicious that a building would be missing.
More than a little suspicious. Surely someone had to have stolen it. The question would be who and why.
Let's see.
I would like to know that as well.
Do you? You said you're frequenting the furnace forges. Do you perhaps know any workers who were taking part in its construction, and if they're still around?
Hmm. Well, I have heard that I did speak to my brother who works at the furnace, and he says that he was going to check up on building 2 like a week ago. I don't often speak to people a lot. I just keep to myself in the forest. In fact, I was here before this furnace even popped up, so I'm quite mad that it's around here. But I keep to myself. I try not to get too angry, even though I should.
Hmm. Where if so, did you ever hear back from your brother when you went to go look at the building?
Huh. I don't really want to talk to that guy so much. He looks down on his paws a bit and scuffles, and it's like, family business. But with all the people missing, I do hope that he's okay.
Says you dislike talking to your family.
Well, there's a reason why I live alone in the forest in this little house, as you can see. And he hands you another cupcake.
Indeed, indeed. But family is family, and sometimes it pays to care, even though they may not know. They may not know.
While he doesn't care about me, and then he says, "Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to have an outburst like that."
Mm.
Perfectly all right. Not
During
all
this
family sees eye to eye.
during this talk of family, Azale is pretty quiet and really not saying much, but if you look closely, you can see he's got some emotions that he doesn't want to talk about.
Hmm. And what are those emotions? Oh, you don't want to talk about them. That's right.
um, I imagine if you look close enough, you could tell that he was definitely feeling uh grief and sadness.
Mm.
At the very least, for your hospitality, I do not feel I do not think it would be too much trouble for us to check in on him and to see how building 2 is. I know you do not care much for your family, but I think it'll bring you some closure to make sure that he is safe.
Yes, fare thee well, adventurers, he says, and then he picks up the tray and the little cups where he poured various like drinks and little cupcake platters and leaves back into his house.
Hmm.
So perhaps if we learn about this floating building 2, we can figure out perhaps where those workers took building 1. Because a building capable of floating under its own power is either very difficult to hide or it's hiding in another location in which we cannot see currently.
Like maybe the Sorrow Kingdom.
Perhaps
Hmm.
it's quite possible they could have taken it there. Getting it back here is another question. Wait, no. Yeah, they could have taken it straight to the kingdom. Or they could perhaps be trying to reverse engineer Catnastia's floating technology.
Hmm. The factory is a solid lead. I think we should go look for his butler because right now all we have are questions,
Mm-hmm.
and it seems he might be able to provide some answers.
Okay, so where is the party going? Come on, where do you want to go?
Uh, well, the wizard guy told us about his brother going to building 2, so I'd say we can check that out or maybe look around the forge stacks.
Okay, and Zale?
I'm going to building 2.
Okay, Luck?
Building 2 with Zale, because why not?
Okay, and Patrick.
Yeah, sure, I'll go along.
Okay, so the party, you can move your tokens to building 2, which is this thing over here that seems to be parked on the cliff side. And its rotors are rotating. It seems that there's a bit of steam coming out from the top of building 2 and a bunch of sputtering sounds. Now, as you look on the outside of building 2, there seems to be quite a bit of charredness and blackness mixed with the stonework hued on the sides.
Hmm. Interesting. Hmm. I look around. I glance around the outside, and then I start looking for a way in.
Okay, well, the front door is open, and one of the windows are broken. So those are the two ways you can see. You can look for other ways, or you can choose one of those.
Hmm. I'll go in through the window.
Okay, so as you enter through the window, the
I
glass
will go
is,
in. I will
yeah.
go in with them.
Okay, so as you all enter through the window, the glass is kind of cut, so it doesn't really bother you that much. Maybe a bit of prickles on your armor as it make clink clink sounds. And you enter inside, and on there is a bunch of things inside. It's messy. There are garbage bags everywhere, bits of power tools and slag metal, half done welds. And at the far end is a banner that says First Floating Building Prototype.
Hmm.
I say
Should we look
it
around to
seems.
see if there's been any tampering or people in here recently?
Mm, probably so. I, I say it seems we found the
Yeah.
plans for the building.
Okay, so who's currently inside the building?
I am.
Okay, so everyone currently inside the building, roll investigation checks.
Investigation.
Oh wow, +1. Oh come on! I was so close to the nat 20.
You know what? I've been keep forgetting to use my inspiration, so I'll just use it now.
Okay.
11, not much better.
Okay, you've used
What's
inspiration 11 and investigation. Patrick got a
Oh, you
21.
know, it's alright. We
Okay,
have
Oh,
Patrick,
hey, there we go.
you
the
managed to
wizard with the.
find several papers of approval that are disapproved, stamped red saying condemned, and other papers saying this building is meant for destruction.
Is there a date for whenever it was supposed to be destructed?
Yes, the date for destruction for this building was yesterday.
I'm guessing the construction workers decided to bug off.
Well, I think that has something to do with the fact that the workers have already been going missing. Otherwise, it would have already been demolished.
I thought it was building 1 that was had the issues, so building 2 is also not built up to code.
I don't remember him saying that either building had been a success.
Didn't. Um.
Okay,
But
and
good
as
point,
you
we
are
did
looking
only see
at
the reports.
the building, getting a little bit confused about the description, the wizard cat Damien has felt guilty about you pestering him about his brother and has decided to catch up on you. And he enters the building and says, "Huh, that's weird. Why is building 1 here?"
This is building 1?
Well, yeah, I mean, like, building 2 is, like, clean and spiffy, and this place is a dump.
Hmm. If this
Right.
building was dated for destruction for yesterday, maybe upon entering this building, we traveled back in time.
That's a huge leap in logic.
Indeed, but with magic, all things are possible.
Aren't you outside?
Oh, Patrick went in, didn't he?
Okay.
Yeah,
Put it in it.
this elephant man went in through the window.
No, I think
His-
the door.
his trunk just pokes into the window like a periscope.
Huh.
Yeah, my trunk's poking in the window to talk. My owl's standing on the windowsill, so I can.
No, your owl standing on your trunk like caw.
Yeah.
I'm just talking out my nose at everybody.
Mm-hmm.
It
Now,
might be improbable, but not impossible.
Hmm.
As you continue your investigations of Building 1, you see what looks like the same mechanism that was in the cave, which is a portal opener.
Hmm.
I'll call it a dimension door.
Yeah, a DDD.
um,
Body.
I, I, I fiddle around with the device and try to activate it.
Okay. As you fiddle around with the device, it opens, and on the other side, you see quite the landscape before you. There is the radiated desert, followed by the radiated lake, and across from that looks like Building 2 with a bunch of people chained all around it, screaming for help.
What in blazes?
I look to the rest of the party and I say, it would seem there's a portal to the irradiated zone.
Why
Uh,
would you go
what's the
there?
wizard's name again?
Damien?
Damien. Damien, did your people ever devise some sort of protection against the radiation should you ever need to travel down there?
Yes, of course. There has been many times when people had to go down there to fix some stuff or get back lost possessions. You have no idea how many people drop their keys 1 million feet down to the bottom of the earth.
There's just a ring of metal.
Yeah, and he says there should still be some radiation suits somewhere in the Building 1. And as you look in, you finally find a locker room with a bunch of radiation suits. Some are small, medium, and large, and they all fit you over your armor. And you look like people out of Chernobyl.
Okay. Let's see. Can can I maybe insight check if I can trust Damien to watch the portal so we can get these people back? Because we need to make sure none of them know
Okay, do
ne'er
it
do
in, make an
wells
insight
try
on
and
that. Yeah.
yeah. Where is it? Oop. 14.
Okay. Well, Damien says, if it makes you feel any better, I'll go with you and stay on the other side, guarding the other side of the portal. And my
Yeah, we could.
familiar will be on this side, and he summons his lizard.
Mm.
All right. Because we do not wish to be stuck in this irradiated zone without a way to get back. And it's quite possible that your brother is stuck somewhere with those trapped people.
With our protection gear now acquired, our objective is clear. Go in, investigate, and save the people if we can.
And most likely kick some ass.
Okay, so if everyone has nothing else to do in the Cat Nesta city, I will transfer everyone to the YM radiation zone.
All right.
Okay, let's
Fun.
go. Now, you might need to
Oh, wow.
refresh table plop to see the new map.
Oh no, hexagonal.
Yes, well, this is a place that is alien and weird to you, and that is described by having hex maps. Oh, yeah. So,
I need my
Paws
ringless
is
bat.
not here at the moment, so I will just remove those tokens and Richard's token too. Okay. And there you are in the radiated zone. You see quite a bit around you, but it looks like haze comes out of the ground, and the mountains bulk, and to the east there is the radiated lake, and even further east is building 2. Oh yes, and cat NPC has come with you and his familiars on the other side. Damien the sage cat. Oh, that's too big. There we go.
Like,
And he says, "Okay, I'll stay at the portal on this side, and well, we'll see how that goes."
Yes, make sure no potential rowdy people try and break it or
Yes,
whatever.
and
Potential f-
everybody roll initiative because you sense a menacing aura around you.
we.
All right,
Oh
Patrick got
crap!
a 6, and
Oh no.
In means of preparation, can I precast my fungal thing?
Uh,
We.
Because
let's see. So you're saying you did that before you entered the portal? Okay, sure.
yes, because if the people are chained there, he knows something's about to go down.
Yep.
Mm.
Just
Okay,
there you go,
so
hexagonal.
All right, I got a
Initiative.
yeah, I rolled a 13.
my owl gets +1.
Should I roll initiative for my bat?
it is a pet. I don't know if you want to do anything with it. Yeah,
Or
sure, go ahead. It
it's
has the
it's kind of
stats
just
of a
like
regular bat, but take out the flying ability from it.
right. It's kind of just like a bat. I don't even know, bro.
They really don't do anything if you're using the familiar rules. I mean, it can give you the help action.
Yeah, that's about it.
Bat help.
Okay,
Are you
so the
sure?
the owl
Are you sure
is
it's just a regular
11,
bat?
and
Okay.
Zale, your initiative was it 13?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
All
we
right, I
don't
guess.
know it's a
And
regular bat.
okay,
It could be.
so Kamak, your initiative was 10, but for some reason Tableplop has decided it's 13. I don't know why. And
Holy cow! My bat just got 19.
19. Oh wow. Okay. What is the bat's movement speed on the just search up bat on D&D Beyond and look at its movement speed.
Without flying, it's 5.
It's walking speed.
Yeah, its walking speed is 5 feet.
Okay, 5
Oh,
feet of walking speed. So I will just put the bat on your shoulder, and what is the
Yeah,
bat
that's
doing on
fine.
its turn?
it can dash at 10 feet per round.
It's I guess we can do I guess the echolocation. Yeah,
Okay, and
and
what does
see
that
if
do?
we can like it is blind sight, right? So it'll just like see kind of everything in a 60-foot
Okay, so that was a
area.
19 roll.
Yeah.
Okay, so 60-foot echolocation, and that opens up quite a bit on this hex table. Now I'm not gonna count 60 exactly, but
Can he communicate with the bat?
okay.
See, I don't know about that, but I'd say the bat and I are pretty good friends.
Okay, so the bat
Friends.
uses echolocation and then points with its forepaws in
Yes.
front of you, like here, and then here. Okay, to the north, to the northwest, to the east, saying there are enemies in those directions.
Perfect.
Now,
Oh,
it
that's
is
not one.
the. It is, let's see. It is Zach's turn for Zale.
Okay.
Just double check. Everybody can only see like a small chunk of map, right?
Yes, that is
Yeah.
correct.
Okay, just checking.
Hmm. Well,
The
I was
sand
wishing that.
waves in front of you like a mirage. What do you do?
This is pretty weird. I'm not gonna go wandering off on my own. That seems kind of irresponsible. I would and move over to where Patrick is,
Okay.
and I'll have my turn there. I'm just sticking. I'm just sticking with him.
Okay then. Now, from the darkness of the hazy desert, something attacks you, and you get 1 damage. It's a slashing damage. Okay, now it is the owl's turn.
My owl familiar is going to hold its action as it stays perched on my tusk.
Kamak.
Um. Okay. All the directions. I'm just jotting down notes.
North, northwest, and east of Luck was where the bats pointed out there are things. Also, you
Okay,
can't
north,
really
north.
jot down notes in the middle of a fight because there's no time for that.
Oh no, I'm just keeping in my brain what the
Oh,
positions are,
okay.
so I know which ones to go for. So north, northwest, and east of Luck. What can I do to get at those creatures? And I can't see them yet, can I?
No, the desert is still getting misty, but if you do walk into the heat wave radiation biz, you might get to see something.
Mm,
It's risky, but we're gonna have to walk into the darkness.
can I walk to the edge of it, uh, eastward?
Yeah, you do that.
So like what, right there?
Don't bother using the ruler, just count the squares yourself. So yeah, one,
One,
two, three, that would be
two,
15.
three.
Yeah. Okay, so from here, let's see. I'll just reveal this section here. There are no enemies in this section around you from what you can see because you walked southeast.
Southeast. Okay. I would do 1, 2.
Okay.
So I'm looking that way now.
Okay. You see a weird spindly thing making ticks. A red gem shines on its backside.
How far is that? That's 1, 2,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5 away. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Oh,
Also,
I'm
it
close
is
enough.
on the cliff while you are on the ground.
Well, yes, I am going to try and thorn whip it.
Okay.
At the 26.
Okay, so you
Oh,
hit
very
the
nice.
creature, and are you using. And then what do you do?
I am yanking it off the cliff.
Oh
Okay.
man.
So you yank it off the cliff, and it falls here. Now,
And
the
it takes
red
12
gem.
damage from takes 12 damage from the thorn whip, by the way.
The red gem changes to blue.
Hmm.
Mm, can I make a reaction check to see if I can try and guess what that means?
You've already made Thorn Whip is an action, correct?
True.
Okay, if you want
Okay.
to do something like perception investigation, that would cost another action.
Gotcha. All right. Does it take any falling damage from being yanked off the cliff?
It seems unharmed
Okay.
and shiny.
I will bonus action Chalet then.
Luck.
Alrighty. Um, we okay. So I guess I can move all the way over here, right?
Yep.
And I will attack this thing using Hmm. Thunder Wave as second level.
Okay.
Ooh. Actually, no, Guiding Bolt, Guiding Bolt. All right. So that'll be 19 to hit.
Yeah, it hits. The gem
Okay.
changes from blue to yellow. It looks like it's looking at you.
20 damage.
The eye blinks at you and makes a sneering motion. The spider is as shiny as ever.
Alrighty.
Hmm.
And Guiding Bolt, next attack roll against this target has advantage.
Okay. Now,
And that'll be my turn.
one of the spiders jumps off the cliff. And this one also has a yellow gem, and it makes an attack against you.
Hmm.
You take 2 slashing damage. Williams.
Uh, Patrick is going to make an Arcana roll or a History roll. He's going to try to figure out what these things are and what those eyes mean.
Okay, make an Arcana.
All right, and I'm going to use my inspiration. That did not help me much. 14.
14. From what you can tell, these creatures are so weird, they are immune to damage, but they themselves can be killed.
The creatures are immune to damage, so they can't be killed.
They can be killed by another way, but they are immune to damage.
Hmm.
Ooh. Oh, hmm. All right, so Patrick's gonna relay this information. He's like, I don't think they're actually getting hurt. We need to either get out of here or figure out another way to deal with it.
Okay.
And for Patrick's movement, I'm gonna say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Try to
Okay. I'll
Hold on.
just reveal all of this section.
break any line of sight from the other direction. No.
Let me see. It looks like there are no creatures around you at the moment.
All right, and that's the end of Patrick's turn.
Okay.
Very
Now,
productive.
this creature jumps down with a red gem and attacks Sage Cat.
Oh no, Sage Cat.
And Sage Cat takes 2 slashing damage. Now, Sage Cat will use its turn to like get a hand out and into the portal and take what looks like a bottle of alcohol and drink it. Now it is Wingless Bat's turn.
All right. Wingless Bat will jump onto the one that attacked Luck from here
Yes.
and jump on its head and then bite it.
Okay, you bite it. Now the yellow gem changes to green.
Ooh. Also, that does, 1 piercing damage.
Yes, which is 0 because they're immune to damage. But yeah, the gem has
Oh,
changed to green now.
fun. Okay, and then I guess that's the bat's turn.
Zale.
Hmm. Well,
Amazing.
I am seemingly separated from the party. So,
Did he not get moved to red zone?
so what?
I think he didn't get moved to red zone.
Hmm.
Rad zone? What does that mean?
He didn't get
Radiation.
moved to the radiation zone.
Oh, Oh, that's what you mean. You're still in the other scene. Come on,
Wait, what?
tablecloth, get on the ball here. Okay.
What? No. I'm in the radiation zone. I
Oh,
said separate from the party because
Patrick moved away.
I'm on like the entire other side of the map, and everyone
yeah.
else is like wait. So me being the military veteran that I am, I will not be alone in a strange land.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
So I'm going to use my movement speed to catch back up with Patrick. So I'm
Okay.
gonna move
So
one,
as you do
two.
that, the spider does its reaction, and you get
Yep.
1 slashing damage.
At least they don't do much.
yeah.
You have caught up to Patrick.
All right. I got it to him, and I guess for the rest of my turn, I'll just quickly talk to him about these creatures. You said that they can't be damaged, so how would we beat them?
Personally, I don't know. It must have something to do with the gems. I'm still attempting to figure it out.
Hmm.
Okay, so you've done your 6 seconds of talking. It is the owl's turn.
Owl
Yep.
is holding its action.
Come on.
Um, think. Do I have any spells to restrain these things? Let's see. So one's yellow, one's green, and one is red, and one is blue. Um, perhaps they need to be the same color. I'm just throwing a curveball here.
Huh.
So we could try making them all the same color and see if that adapts anything. Maybe make them all blue
How would we do that though?
by smacking them continuously.
Yeah, that's it.
Alrighty.
Because anytime we hit them, they change color.
Yeah, so if they're immune to damage, perhaps the color matters. So I guess, do I have anything that allow me to smack more times? I will go and try and help Cage, Cat, Luck try and draw those three closer together if we can. I'm going to go cover Cage, Cat.
Alrighty.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
And they are immune to damage, but I'm at least going to try and smack it still
Okay.
and see what color it changes to with my chalet.
Okay, you smack it once, and the red one changes to blue.
Okay. Okay, this one is now blue. Try getting the others to blue.
Oh,
And
yes,
that will.
and as these are both blue, you hear rah, rah, from these two spiders.
Okay. They're screaming.
Hmm.
So screaming might be a good thing.
Or it could be very bad for us. They might
Well,
be calling, like they might be calling back up.
Yes, Luck, it is your turn.
All right. I will grapple it.
Okay,
Oh, interesting.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna grapple the one right here
you do so.
in front of me. Okay. And then, so I don't need it. I don't need to
No,
make an
it's
attack.
light. You can grapple it.
Okay. Okay.
You just need to hold it with two hands. That's it.
Okay. And I will
Okay.
drag it over like here, because Kumuk said he wanted to get them closer together,
Okay, so
right?
you want to bring it like here?
Yeah, something like that. And that's like all my movement.
Okay. And
The
Williams.
grab.
All right, Patrick will. The bird's gonna move now since it held its turn to here, I believe. Oh, not here. That should give it line of sight. Then Patrick, using his familiar as his conduit, is then going to cast a level 1 magic missile. And the first one is going to hit the green gem.
Yeah. Okay, so that one changes to red. Oh wait, no, that one changes to red.
It's going to hit it again to make it blue.
Okay. So as you hit it to make it blue, that one and the three others began screaming, and you see like a what's it called? Uh, Luck, you're currently holding onto it in a grapple, so make an athletics check as you feel a force of magnetism pushing it away from you.
I got a 5.
A 5. Okay, so as it slips out of your hands from the magnetism, it goes this way, and the bat is still on it. So it has gotten pushed away from you. And Williams, it is still your turn.
And then the last missile hit the orange eye.
The yellow eye changes to green. Yeah.
All right. And the owl will fly back to Patrick.
Okay.
And that is the. I think that's all Patrick can. Yeah, that's all Patrick's going to do on this turn. Nobody's hurt enough to actually require healing right now.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So one spider comes up to Kumuk,
oh,
and that is. Huh? Did not roll? Try that again. Oh, okay. The first one didn't hit. Okay, the first one was a damage 4. And then the next one goes down to Luck, which is also 4 slashing. And of the remaining spiders, let's see. This one is going to make its movement speed and try to get towards Zale. And let's see. So will this one with the bat on it. And then this one will move around this way. Now, Zale, make a dex save.
All right then.
And my owl will use its held action since it had to use its reaction to
Yep.
cast my spell. Owl's going to give Zale advantage on that since he's
Okay.
within 5 feet of me.
Dex save with advantage.
There's a 14.
Okay, 14. So from that, you would take. Let's see. I need to
Oh,
roll
you
damage
you
for
had
that.
advantage on that too.
Oh yeah, so roll it
Oh,
a
I did.
second time.
Oh, okay. Ooh, 15.
Okay, so
So
A
much
little
higher.
better.
that would be half damage from this thunder attack, which would be, well, that's pretty low. That would be 4 thunder damage. And as you do that, these guys split apart again because they also moved themselves away as well.
Hmm.
Okay, now it is Bat's turn.
Okay.
Is he
Oh,
gonna grapple the spider?
I don't know. The bat has 2 strength, and it's like the same size or smaller.
It's tiny. I
Um,
don't think it can do it.
no. I guess the bat will try to hold action
Okay, Zale.
because it can't do
Mm-hmm.
anything.
You thought these creatures were powerless, but they've just unleashed an attack against you. It seems these creatures alternate between wanting to get away from each other if they're the same color, and then attacking if they're the same color.
Very odd. Hmm. Let's see a movie with Patrick. Hmm. I'll move towards the. I'll move towards J.
Okay,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
yeah,
Right, I move towards it, and hmm, I'm gonna throw my trident towards it.
okay. As you fell your trident towards it, Jay gets hit and the green gem turns red.
And that's my turn.
Owl,
Owl is holding its action.
come up.
Okay, so. Oh, wait, so Luck swapped it back to red.
No, that's another one that jumped off the cliff to attack you.
Oh, another one appeared. Okay, I guess I'll hit R.
Okay, so you hit R, and that one changes to blue. Now, as you hit R, you hear a different shrieking sound. It goes like as R and N have lightning bolts streak before them, and both fall in a prone position, which means their spider legs that are on their tips go belly up and they fall on their bellies and they're writhing on the ground.
Are they
Huh.
still functioning?
Yes, they are still functioning, but they are beside each other and prone for the moment. And they look stunned for the moment.
Oh, hey, does anyone have mold earth?
Yes.
That could be very useful for tramping one of them.
Come on, the rest of
Because
your turn.
Okay, so those are both rendered
Stun prone, yeah.
stun prone. I will adjust myself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
Right there. Luck, Luck, do not attack Q just yet. I have an idea. Go get another one.
Ready.
Luck's turn.
Are you
Okay.
thinking? Are you thinking of turning them all red?
No, I was gonna get Q closer to D to recreate what I just did.
Ah,
So, Luck will then, in that case, use. Okay. He will move and let the attack of opportunity
Yep.
happen.
Opportunity attack.
You still got it grappled. You can drag it with you.
No,
No,
Oh,
it
is it
got
grappled? No,
ungrappled
I think it's
because
a
of the
different one.
magnetic
Yeah.
force from
D
earlier.
is the one that I
Oh,
had.
right.
D is the one that I had grappled. This is
So
a new
that's
one.
2 slashing.
you could just grapple Q and move it next to D with what I was planning.
Yeah, but you can't really talk
True.
in the middle of combat because
But
of
you
the
know
six
what? That's
second
fine.
rule.
Hmm,
Sure.
He did say to just like not attack
true.
it and bring
It's
it
hard
closer.
to
Whatever.
use the ruler on the hex squares, so just
It
count
is.
them.
5, 10, 15,
Yeah.
20, 25.
Okay.
I guess about here.
Yeah.
And then we'll do uh, another guiding bolt on J.
Okay, so J turns blue, and you hear shrieking from J and D.
Okay. And that'll be my turn.
Patrick.
Hmm. Well, I'm gonna use the idea someone else tossed out there. Move on Patrick to here. I'm gonna cast mold earth and try to bury N under some dirt.
On who?
The N spider,
Okay, so
the one that's stunned and prone on the ground.
you cast Mode Earth on N, and it is under a pile of dirt.
All right, and then I'm going to bonus action, healing word. Who was it that actually had some damage done to him? Somebody who
Zale.
was hurt.
yeah. I think the most damage so far.
Yeah, bonus action, healing word. What level? We're gonna go ahead and give him a level 1 healing word.
Okay.
And that's gonna be 5 HP back to Zale.
Awesome. I'm almost at full health.
And that is the end of Patrick's turn.
Okay. Now, J moves beside Luck, and so does D. Now, D and J are going to use this as a bolt of electricity goes between D and J and hits Luck. Now, Luck, make a dex save.
Owl.
Save.
Going to fly. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 20, 25.
That wanted
30
to be in
get
that one.
within. Owl is giving you advantage for that as it uses flyby to circle around with its held action for you.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
I mean, I probably don't need it. Yeah, no.
Okay.
My first one was 19, so
Okay.
24.
So you only take half damage from this one.
Oh boy. Okay. Hit me.
Okay, that's 7. Now, as you do take the damage, these two also fly off, and the bat gets dropped on the ground next to you.
Oh no.
My
Okay.
bad.
Next,
I quickly pick it up.
this spider, yellow, goes to Zale and makes a D4 attack.
Oh no, there's another enemy we didn't see.
Yes.
Ooh, yeah.
4 slashing.
Yikes.
Okay. Now, O and N are still stunned, but they are no longer stunned after this turn. Now it is Bat's turn. Um,
Oh, right, bat. Bat. Bat will hold action again.
and Zale.
Hmm. Okay. So I'm going to. Let's see here. Mm. Okay, I take out my backup spear and uh, I'm one-handed. I'm not using versatile. I've got my sentinel shield out and my spear,
Okay.
and I will attack S right here in front of me.
Yep. And S changes from yellow to green.
No, let's see. I have. Let me think. I'm like 90% sure I have multi-attack right now.
Okay. You have the paladin character at level 5, which means I think you have at least like 2 attacks per action.
Yeah, I should have two. I will poke S one more time with my spear.
Okay, and that changes from green to red.
All right, and that's my turn.
Okay. Owl's turn.
Owl is holding their action.
Come up.
Okay, so I will go one space over. I will Thorn Whip Q.
Okay. Q turns blue, and
And I yank it closer to smack it into D by yanking it 10 feet closer.
okay. So this would be 5 feet, and then this is 10 feet. Okay, Q and D
So
lets
next
out
swing.
a shriek, both of them, and they are both stunned and prone.
Okay. Zale, drag that last red one next to the other one and hit it.
Luck.
What? So which one? J or D?
Drag S next to J. The last red one next to the blue one and hit it.
All right, man. Next turn I will.
It is your turn, Luck.
All right. Uh, let's see, what color are they all?
I think the only one we can see right now is S, who's red.
S is red. Okay. So I'll just move up here and poke it with my rapier.
Okay, as you move up, yeah. Okay, so S changes to blue. Luck, are you done your turn?
Yeah.
Williams.
Has there been any change? Is anything happening now that they're all blue that we can see?
Okay, Q and D are stunned and prone. R and N used to be stunned and prone, but now they are no longer. And S and J have both screamed because they were the same color in close proximity. But otherwise, they're all still alive. So all those pairs are still alive.
I'm not sure what we can do. We made them all blue, but they're still alive.
I don't know. Maybe another Arcana check to try and think what it could be.
That's what I was thinking.
Or different color. Uh, they can turn red, green, and yellow in addition. So maybe we got three
Patrick,
other
what are you
colors to try.
doing on your turn?
I'm gonna make another Arcana check with advantage from my owl.
Go ahead.
15.
Okay. you recognize that this magic is unknown to you, which means it is a hag's magic. And as you know from the popular Shakespeare play Macbeth, something something 333.
I think it's time we run away.
That
And
that's a pretty good idea because they auto hit us.
so Patrick's gonna like start his way down the path. So
Why don't we just leap back through the portal?
is the portal still open?
Yes.
Back through the portal. Where's the portal? I can't see it.
It's right
Near where the
beside
cage cat
Cat
is, I
Wizard.
believe.
5, 10, 15.
Hmm.
That's the end of Patrick's turn. He's waiting at the portal for everybody.
Okay.
Mm.
Now, Owen and are no longer what's it called? Paralyzed. So they will go. N goes through the portal and is now on the other side. So I just put him over
Oh,
Cat Wizard.
N was the one that Patrick had used Moldarth on to bury underground.
Yeah, it after not getting paralyzed, it used its movement speed to just get back up. And I'll also will go this direction. So N is now on the other side of the portal. I'm just gonna note that.
Oh, what have we unleashed?
Okay. Now,
Really something
Q
good.
and D are still paralyzed, but after this turn, they will not be paralyzed anymore. And then let's see, J moves here, and then S and J will do an attack. Luck, make a Dex save.
All right.
You're on your own on this one.
God. 14.
Okay, so that's not enough to clear it this time. So you'll be taking 14 damage.
Oh shit.
Oh shit!
I'm gonna have to heal myself.
Okay, and that's the end of that. It's Bat's turn.
That is gonna let's jump onto Jay and
Okay,
just try to distract it, I guess, without really damaging.
okay, it is distracted.
Cool.
Zale.
I just imagine the bat is trying to play charades. Well, I would really like my trident back, so I go 5 feet and pick up my trident,
Yeah,
making an opportunity attack from S, I imagine.
yeah. I S actually got moved back because of the electric thing. So Bat is here, and J would be here, and your trident would still be here. So no attacks from that.
Oh, okay. I guess I go 10 feet to pick up my trident.
Okay.
So I finally have that back. And then I use my remaining movement to uh go towards Patrick.
Yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20. Alright.
Okay.
Way over here. I think I took like 2 opportunity attacks from like one from J and one from D.
Okay, you're still in D's strike range, so that's one from J.
Okay.
Okay, that's a 4 slashing. Okay, it's Owl's turn.
Owl is holding its turn. Holding its turn.
Come on.
Um. Okay, so the color thing didn't work. I
Well, the color
will.
thing did, from what you can tell, have screams. There were paralysis effects.
Yes, but nothing that took them out of commission. Mm,
Well, again, there's the three other colors to try.
There's 3 colors and there's 7 spiders. Well, there's 4 colors and 7 spiders, so that I don't think that has any difference. All right, I guess I will disengage
Yep.
and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I'll help cover the portal.
Okay, are you going in the portal?
No, I'm saving that for next turn.
Okay, so as you look in the portal, you see that there is already the blue spider on the other side of the portal, crawling towards, like, the outside of the building 1.
Oh, then I guess I should try and. We can't kill it, so.
But you took the disengage action, didn't you?
Yeah, you did.
Can't kill the fucking thing.
Mm, that's fair. The best we can hope for is restraining them.
Yeah, at most I can probably grab it and throw it off the island. If it does get out there, I can just start yanking it or something. But yeah, that'll be my turn.
Okay. I'll be excited for if you decide to do that, because then I can. Never mind. Luck, it's your turn.
What? See if it lands on somebody?
All right. I'm going to.
Accidentally kills winged bat or wingless bat.
All right. I'm gonna move here, and then cast Cure Wounds.
Okay.
Second or third level is the question. I'll do third.
Well, no one's. I don't think
21.
anyone's injured enough for third level.
No, I am.
Oh,
I'm at 6 HP.
oh, what? Oh,
Yeah, I was planning to hit him with it if he didn't have it.
All right. Yeah, back up to 27 now.
Great.
And that'll be my turn.
Okay. Now, from the cliff, Spider P, which is yellow, jumps up and makes a regular D4 against you.
Oh, look, there's another spider.
And that's 2
Whoa.
damage.
So there are 8 spiders. Who knows? It could be we have to make 2 of each color. I don't know.
Okay. And as that happens, you notice from the west a blue spider comes out, and so does this green spider.
Oh, 2 more, so we're at 10 spiders.
Okay, through the portal. Let's not let any more of these things in here.
Okay, next it's William's turn.
All right. So first, owl. Let's see here. How big is the? I think that. How? What is my owl's flying speed?
Oh, I think Nut had to leave because he had something to do, so
All right. First thing. All right. I think I can pull this off. All right. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cast Unseen Servant. And that is a range of 60, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. Yeah, 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 35, 40. Okay, so I'm gonna cast Unseen Servant right here.
Yep.
The Unseen Servant is going to attempt as my command for it, and I think my command's a bonus action for it. Let me check that. Unseen Servant. Yeah. Springs into existence. Once on each of my turns, I can command it as a bonus action.
Okay.
I'm gonna have it grab Wingless Bat off of the spider since we're not leaving Wingless Bat to die.
Yeah.
And then it's gonna start running it back, so it'll come back 5, 10, 15. If it can manage to do so. I mean, it's invisible, so the thing might not even know the Unseen Servant was there.
Mm-hmm.
Is it going to take an opportunity attack at
No.
the Unseen Servant?
Also, as you casted Unseen Servant, more fog dissipates, and you can see there are 12 spiders.
Oh no.
It's time to go. Alright, so Unseen Servant is here now. That means Owl can use its turn if it's there. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Owl is going to then pick up the bat.
Okay.
All right, and since it used 25 of its movement, 35 divided by 2, so that would only be that's 17 feet of movement left. No,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, 17 and a half. So 5, 10, 15. So the owl gets there. At which point Patrick's gonna run out, scoop up both of them, and come back. So we saved the wingless bat.
Okay. I'll move it that direction. Okay, to Patrick. Okay, then.
So
Phew, that was a close one.
wingless bat has been saved, and Patrick only used 10 feet of his movement. It's time to go now. And Patrick's gonna go back through the portal, and still have 20 feet of movement left. What does he see on the other side of the portal?
Yeah, there's the blue spider crawling around there on the other
How
side,
far away is it?
like
How
10
far
feet away.
is it? 10 feet away. All right, Patrick's gonna go towards the. Yeah, Patrick's gonna make his way to the spider and try to body block it. He's gonna try to get on the other side of the spider, just to prevent it from going further from the portal. If we're lucky, we can throw it back through the portal before we close it.
Okay, you just jump over the spider carrying 2 pets and you body block it.
I'm just throwing myself in front of it. Hit me!
Okay, next, the spider's turn. So, let's see. The spider in front of Patrick makes an attack. And that's a 3 slashing. The
Slash.
the spider's Neo-Zale will retreat. And that's do you want to take an opportunity attack or not?
No.
Okay, and then D will make an attack against you.
Okay.
3. Now, let's see. J and S will keep their positions. C is green, so it will move a bit. And P will make an attack against Luck. And that's a 2. And let's see. Q will move a bit forward. And X will move near the portal. Now it's Bat's turn. Oh, wait. Luck isn't here at the moment, so it's Zale's turn.
All right. I think I've spent enough time here, and I'm gonna skedaddle. I'm gonna go inside the portal. Taking, yeah, looks like I'm gonna take 2 opportunity attacks, one from D and one from P.
Okay.
You can disengage if you want.
Oh, yeah,
Okay,
there's
now-
an action I can take.
Okay, so
Um,
you've decided to disengage, so you don't take those damages. Unless you want to make an action
Okay.
later.
No, I'm not gonna attack. I'm gonna use my action to disengage, and then I'm gonna use my movement to get to the portal. 20 feet, and then I hop in the portal, and
Yes.
I'm inside building 1.
Okay. Owl, I assume, will do the same as usual. Kamak.
Okay, so Luck is the only one not through, and me, obviously.
Yeah.
Okay, I will go through the portal and hold my action to deactivate it on our end and wait for Luck to come through.
Okay. And Luck is currently not here at the moment. So, Williams, the echo of your previous Arcana roll rings through your head about, how hacks are in a covenant of 3 and they like to make charms based on 3. Now it's your turn.
Um, mm,
And a covenant of 3, and they like to make charms based on 3s.
Yeah. I don't know if my accent made it hard to understand what I said previously on the Arcana roll, so I'm just reiterating it.
The only thing I could think of would be is if you had to get 3 of the spiders near each other at the same time with the same color to take them out or whatever. At this point, we've all just kind of decided retreat right now is the best option.
Mm-hmm.
So since it's Patrick's turn, owl on one tusk and the bat being held by the owl. Uh, Patrick is Patrick's gonna do the only thing he can think of right now. Patrick is gonna try to grapple the damn spider
With your trunk?
with his hands.
Okay, yeah.
So it's gonna be an athletics.
No,
roll.
you don't have to grapple it because it's light, so you just don't have to roll. You just grapple automatically.
Oh, I just grab it.
Yeah.
Patrick's gonna. All right, Patrick's gonna grab the spider and he's gonna yeet it out through the portal.
Yes, you do so. Now, which direction are you yeeting it out to?
He's just yeeting it out, so I guess going south there would be fine.
Okay. Yeah, it goes south.
I didn't think I got to pick a direction. I thought it just went in the portal and popped out.
Mm-hmm.
and that's it. Patrick's like, let's get out, everyone now.
All right. So, does the rest of the party also want to get out?
Yes, I do.
Okay then.
I mean,
If
I
everyone
have
is
the
fine,
health to keep going.
yeah, if everyone's fine with that, we will end this session with the rest of the party, including Nut, on the other side of the portal, while the spiders are looking at you from the wasteland side of the portal. Now, I will be ending the stream, and I will return in 1 minute.